What's going on, guys? It's another Wednesday here with Dave, the veteran miner, and me. So, what's going on, Dave? How's your week been?
Good, good. How's yours? A little busy?
Good. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay.
I just got back from Melbourne today. I gave you a call on the way down. We talked for a bit.
Yeah.
But what's up, everyone in the chat? We got All Set, Dom G, Sadie, sometimes Red Panda Mining. What's going on? Big fan, Red Panda. Automatic Beats, DJ Mines. What's up? Crypto Craig. What's going on? Hopefully the sound is good. I always kind of play music a little bit loud, so if it's too loud, let me know. I'll turn that down.
Okay.
But yeah, Dave, what's going on in the world of wires?
World of Wires. Let me see.
Actually, can I share it here? Let me see.
What do you got?
I got something. You're stunting on everyone on Twitter here. So.
Oh
yeah.
Man.
There we go.
This guy.
Look at this, Dave.
Who's that guy? Crazy.
It's so organized. Organized, Dave.
I can't bring it to myself to put the covers on it. I'm weird like that.
On the sides of them?
Yeah. I mean, right now, the weather's going, the weather, it's getting colder right now, where I'm at. And it's more efficient and it'll stay a lot cooler with the covers on, of course. But you have to take the rivets out of the covers. It's like pieces like this that's in the middle that wasn't designed to put like big graphics cards like that in there, right? So you have to like take the rivets out, take the middle piece out. I'll probably show it online or something like that in one video to put the cover on with the graphics cards on. It's a very tight fit. But it's like there's Octat cards. Not everybody likes those cards, but I'm a fan. They never gave me any problems, but other people have different views on them. But it's cool.
Yeah.
They light up like the EVGA 3060s on the bottom there. The single and then a dual.
Those are 3060s, 12 gigs?
Yeah. So all those are 3060 cards in every single rig. And then I'm trying out the dual 3060 rig. So far, it hasn't been rented. All of them were rented at one point. It got rented for like maybe a couple of minutes, but the pricing on it, I'm surprised it actually got rented. The pricing was double than anyone would pay for it, right? So I guess they realized how much they were paying for it. I don't know. I think you do your research before you start, renting stuff. But I lucked out for about maybe like a couple of hours. I got like double the rental price that I didn't realize it. I fixed it actually. So I don't know if it's rented right now. I haven't checked, but I've just been doing, geez.
And how's the heat on these? I guess it's a single card, right? So it's what, 180 watts? Is that what the TDP is?
TDP is 170 watts, but till this day, the most I think was like 120, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's never maxed out, but it fluctuates so much.
Yeah.
And some of them are rented. What's crazy is that some of them are rented right now that there's just idle. There's no CPU usage. There's no GPU usage. It's just idle. It's being rented at idle. So
yeah. Do you ever look into what these people are doing on them? I guess if they're using the GPUs, it's probably going to be, one of these models, these language models. Is it like constant? Because you have a wattage meter there. Is it like just a steady wattage pull? Or
no, it fluctuates. It just goes up and down. At one point, because I actually have now I have another computer set up down there. I guess in the corner there's a screen right there. So I can remote in. I SSH into all the machines on that one computer. and then I bring up NV top and a BPY top, meaning that Linux terms, right? The CPU usage and the GPU usage. So, and then I use it's a command called tmux, TMUX. I'm thinking you're familiar with that, right?
With what was it? Tmux?
Yeah, tmux, TMUX. So what you're able to do is you're able to split the screen. So when you're in PuTTY, you're SSH into the one of your rigs, you can use tmux, and tmux will be able to split the screen, so you can have NV top and BPY top and have the CPU usage and the GPU usage in one screen itself.
Okay.
Yeah. I've learned a lot, like second TL, Mining Kiing.
BPY top? Is that what?
BPY top is for your CPU usage.
Yeah, gotcha. BPY top CPU and NV top is NVIDIA.
Yeah, the graphics card.
Usage. Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, man, you have a nice setup there. When you posted that on Twitter, I was like, oh man, it looks so good. I think that's everyone in the comments too are saying, yeah, the hobbyist says, damn, looks so good. Your friend Andy commented on it. It's nice, so cool. Man. Yeah, you should have tagged Vast in here. I don't know if Vast has a Twitter, but
I mean, I was asking Vast. I mean, I don't know, tag Vast.
Yeah. Vast actually has a Discord where you could post pics and stuff in there.
Really? Well, I tried to get a little bit of information from them. They were completely useless, to be honest. Completely useless. I was just wondering. I was like, what's a time frame? They said it's so. What I got now today is you're not guaranteed to ever be verified at all.
On Vast, yeah.
On Vast. So you could do all of this, and obviously when you get verified, you're able to charge a little bit more because it's showing that I guess you're validated, right? You're verified, you're validated that your rig doesn't turn off all the time, or you have more reliability, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that person that's verified has more reliability than anybody else, from my understanding. Because if all of this shit is all random, it's just a luck of the draw. It's like a fucking lottery. So, I mean, that's how I look at it at this point. The way they were explaining it to me. Mining Kiing saying it depends on the market demand. Yeah, I can understand that. I think it's probably, to be honest, probably oversaturated with 3060s, because I looked at the numbers. They may be oversaturated, but I mean, everybody's renting them too. Yeah. So I mean, the first one that I put on the AI market, best AI market, was immediately rented, and now the other ones were immediate rented as well. But they used it for a short term. Now it's like long term. It looks like right now. So I have to look at it, but I don't know. Listen, it's something else to get into. That's the bottom line. So
we have DJ Mines here saying, I have 26K to purchase crypto with. What would you buy? Altcoins only. I don't know. That's a hard one, DJ.
Altcoins only.
I guess the question is, is 26K, would that be your only exposure to crypto? If it is, then I wouldn't put it all in altcoins. But depending on how much you already have compared with other savings and stuff like that, my personal holdings are majority Flux. I'm mining Dynex, but I get returns on Flux from their nodes, with Nimbus nodes and stuff like that. So, and I believe in the project. But for altcoins, I would probably say Flux, maybe a little bit of Dynex, Chlor, anything that's kind of breaching into like the AI markets. But
no Cadena?
You already have one Bitcoin, so you're done with that. Yeah, I mean,
would you do that?
Would I do what?
Cadena, maybe? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about it to have like a educated conversation about it.
Me either. I'm just saying. I was just asking. ETH?
Yeah.
Hawk Crypto said ETH?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think
it has
ETH.
Bad taste in my mouth.
Crypto Craig, Casper, Radiant, Dynex, Elysium, Matic, Dot, Link, Avax, and Atom. Yeah, I don't know. I would probably do like the most searched and most interest. I know Panda just had a video. I watched it today about he has like 10 different rigs that he's doing. Is it 10 or 8? But it's all different coins and stuff like that. Any of these spec coins that are being mined now, maybe just split it up amongst those. I don't know about these moonshots with different coins and stuff. But yeah, or put it back into hardware. I saw DJ, you had a video where you're selling some of your GPUs and stuff like that. So maybe putting it into hardware. The S21s, if you're going to buy ASICs, I think those you can get for like $3,500 or something like that. Mining Kiing, buy Magic China boxes. Red Panda Mining, 10K and 5 to 6 S19K Pros, get them hosted. 10,000, 1K each into 10 different spec coins, 6K into 3 KS ones. I'd agree with Panda on that. I don't know about the KS ones, but I don't know enough about it, right? I just see the charts going up like crazy. But or like Sadie sometimes says, 20K dry powder for market crash. If you want to maybe allocate some of that to day trading and stuff like that. I know there's a big drop recently, but everything like that. I mean, I don't know. I've moved a lot of my GPU farm into the AI stuff, just because right now at least it's so profitable. So maybe look into something like that, DJ, because I feel like as miners, we've been so consumed with kilowatt rate, and with ASICs and GPU mining right now, it's like that's vital, right? That's why with Terra we've been like, constantly trying to get this lowered. I had Mike call me today. It's actually a daily call, I think, from Hawk. Like, we got to lower this. And we are, we're on the right track with that. But when it comes to like these AI rigs and stuff like that, like, the difference between, 9, 10, 11 cents per kilowatt rate or compared to 7 or 8 cents, it's not really going to matter all too much.
Right. Mike, I put the StreamYard link for the call-in. If you want to pin that, I can't pin it. Okay. So yeah, I put that in there. I mean, I wouldn't personally, I don't know. I mean, if I know where DJ's going with this, because he likes the investments. He likes his money to make him money. I mean, that's the bottom line. And we all do. But I don't know. I have other ventures personally that it involves crypto, but I don't know if I can actually give really good understanding about what I would do with 26K. Right, because I have other ventures that are coming soon, hopefully, if everything pans out, that it would involve crypto to make money, right? Yeah. So, I mean, AI is a different animal. Some people don't even want to deal with AI, right? Yeah. Some like in our crypto community, we're doing something a little different, but you have other people that basically it's just like, I want to really focus and stay with crypto, do what I can do right now, or either buy hardware or GPUs or whatever the case may be, and get ready for the bull run. You know? So everyone has their own way of doing things. Some people are selling, like we know that some people actually sold a lot of their stuff and maybe might pick it up a little bit later. They're still in the community, but they're waiting. Instead of having everything sit there and not do anything, sell it and then figure out what they're going to do from there.
Yeah.
You have the 40 series cars and stuff like that too. So it is what it is. Yeah. I mean,
sorry, dude.
Go ahead. What was you saying?
No, I'm sorry. It's a little bit of I was Sarah. We got 2 people in the back, so let me bring them in real quick.
You do?
And then we can,
that's good.
We got Mr. Ovalboard Tech, and of course, we got Big Hawk and Little Hawk. So look at that head of hair, Mike.
What's going on?
Welcome, guests. Welcome.
Where's the lights, Mike?
Dude, I'm holding him. You're lucky I even got here.
Wow.
But we were just talking about the 26K. What would you guys do, Overboard Tech? We'll start with
I missed the question. I literally just got into the lobby. You got to softball to me again.
Yeah. All right. DJ Mines asked, if you have 26,000 in liquid, what altcoins would you buy with it?
I assume right now, and then
right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not a little amount of money. It's a lot of money.
No, I think
Chia,
I would
right?
go. No, God, no XCH for me. I think I'd lean fairly hard into Caspa just because I still really like the block DAG technology, but I don't know, with the ASICs kind of adjusting. I don't know. I think I would go pretty heavy into Caspa. I still love Dynex. I still love Flux, but I would be tempted to put maybe 60% total into all of those and then go 40% just across like Neoxa for a master node, and then some really just small shitball coins like Meow Coin, or basically just look at Panda's tower and I'll put a bunch of money into each one of those things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like even if 2 of them fold, no biggie, because you're probably gonna make money on the other ones. But can I buy hardware and power with it? I mean, that's my MO. I don't want to buy the coin.
Yeah, I guess that's what I kind of said, is throw a little bit into hardware, you know. But
did either of you guys answer yet? I want to hear your answers.
Yeah, mine was kind of just beating around the bush for a while.
Mine was vague because I don't know what I'm doing. So
Mike's like, I will buy 5 new cameras to make sure I always have one that's working.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the working BIOS update, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for
wow, that's right. He has
pointing that
video.
out.
I didn't realize that.
It's been a full week, guys.
Well, it's
Doesn't have that
only
stupid
been
litter box
20
back
minutes
there.
in, so
this
plenty
guy.
of time for it to shut off. So
You see, I have that stupid litter box back there.
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
Hey, you
litter
can't see
box
it
is
anymore.
good.
I fucking hate cats, man. Cats are just terrible.
Oh, come on. Look at that.
So Mike, what would you do with 26K?
26,000? And I'm
How many little
debt-free?
robots and cats would you adopt?
26,000. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's for
Probably
all
just-
coins.
probably just
That's-
hang on
it's
to
all
it.
coins. No. You have to spend it on all coins. That's the question.
But I wouldn't.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the question. You have to. So what would you do with the 26K? You had to buy all coins with it. What all coins would you get?
I'm definitely not buying any projects that we're still waiting on stuff to happen. So Flux and Dynex are out for me. I wouldn't buy as far as an investment goes, I think Ethereum's a safe bet. I think next bull run Ethereum's 5,000-6,000. Yeah, I mean it's on. I'm an Ethereum hater, obviously, because I don't really like how they treat people in their project, but they are number one. So, like, I'm not buying really any crazy like speculative alts with 26,000. I'm buying things that are maybe a little bit more less risky, and I think Ethereum's a safe bet to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a bad taste
I think
in my mouth, but
Litecoin
it makes sense though.
Litecoin is an amazing buy. I would do 10 and 10.
Really?
I buy Litecoin in a heartbeat. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
$66 a coin. It's grossly undervalued, right? What do you want to buy? You want to buy?
Oh, I forgot Solana too. I gotta have Solana in my mix. I think that one's going up big time.
Solana too. Solana's not bad, but I'm not buying any of the other stuff that's, purely speculative with 26,000.
Okay.
So
Let's see. Retro Mike, he's being quiet because he doesn't want Overboard to bring up his morning shenanigans on this stream.
I would never cross-pollinate streams. No way.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got Jeff Key here as well. What's up, Jeff Key? I texted you earlier today. Tried to get you guys on. Maybe next week. I'll bug you next week.
Doesn't matter. Anytime. Just hop right in, just like everybody else. That's
Crypto
it.
Craig, would you buy Raven? No, probably not. I don't know.
Did you guys see Rabid's video? He calculated like hypothetical like all-time high versus now on GPU mining with Flux and Raven. It was kind of fascinating to watch his spreadsheet. Obviously, we don't know if any of that's going back up, but he did that versus like purchase. And I hadn't really looked at the Raven graph to remind myself just how down like the network hash rate is and just how down the pricing is. But I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say no to Raven. I would just, again, rather mine it. I know, old hat, broken record, me.
Right.
I can see it coming back a little bit, the hash rate, just because of winter. I feel like a lot of people stray away from Kapow and everything like that because it's so hot. So maybe people will take more chances and kind of hodl a little bit of it now that it'll be cold out at least.
I mean, it's good to mine in the wintertime, depending where you're located. Florida, it's never winter, so
Yeah, it's always hot.
it's always hot over there.
Oh, Retro Mike, by the way, I tried setting up. I followed your video. Wasn't yesterday? It was 2 days ago, and then today I tried it again, and I bricked something. I got to redo it, but I'm trying to do the stable diffusion on Ubuntu, and I screwed something up royally, so I have to connect the screen to it and reinstall it. But I was going to send you a message, Retro Mike. I'll update you on my progress. But Jeffkey says, not today, still getting in the swing. That's fine, Jeffkey. Don't worry about it. I'll just keep bugging you.
And Crypto Chris said he thinks you should just buy 26K in Meow Coin and help the kiddies.
Yeah.
I would definitely pump the price.
Help the kitties, Crypto Craig. Do it.
Panda says 20K in Turtle Coin, 100x. Yeah. No, there's tons of shit coins out there now.
Turtle Coin hasn't rugged yet? Jesus.
Oh, look at that 26K in Pigeon Coin. Oh, yeah. Looks like Panda's looking to pump up a coin for himself there.
I'm a pigeon whale. You better pump it.
Who's this guy?
Whoa. Hey. King?
King.
What is he saying in there? No, the guy that's the
guy that
Vast
works in the
King.
back.
What
There's
happened?
no king of something today. It's just
King
King.
Vast.
Oh, yeah, I'm just the guy that works in the back, man.
Oh
So,
shit! It's King AI.
I have a Wi-Fi toaster that you can buy right here.
Oh, nice.
a Wi-Fi toaster.
It's my iPolo that's been sitting in my garage for a year and a half. So
Oh man.
Which version?
I'm gonna take it apart and clean it here, and then I don't know if I've ever seen. Has anyone done a video on the inside of one of these? Because I've never seen it.
I repaired one. No, that was Doge. That was Doge Miner.
I was gonna say the mini
Yeah, I'm
Doges
gonna-
are the one that
yeah,
we're
the mini
taking
Doges.
apart.
So
I still have to
yeah,
put that video out.
26,000. This Wi-Fi toaster, revolutionary, can be yours for one low price of 26K.
Wow,
Right.
that's a great deal.
I'll even throw free shipping, and just to let you know, these things have been running solid with the better and minor cables. Okay,
Those cables are half the
hey,
price.
this right here, all right,
You
is
can help
like
yourself, how Mike?
you can't even buy these two cables for that money right there. Okay,
Holy shit! Wow,
That's a true Wired Wednesdays plug right there, ladies and gentlemen.
that's it right there. Get your cables. Get them while they're hot.
Panda asked how much ETC. I'm at 14.5 Ethereum Classic. It was actually doing like almost 5 ETC before the merge, and then like when the merge hit, it just like it was like dog for months, like maybe 0.1 a month.
That's
Now
bad.
it's about like 0.1 every 7 days is about what I get.
You plug it in and it says, "Thanks for playing. Come again
Pretty
next
much.
time."
I might move it to something else because there's all these other ETH hash, dog shit coins out there,
You said that oh shit coins.
all these
ton of
people that
them.
won't let Ethereum die.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. I
There's
guess
still a lot of money in Ethereum, though. I mean,
Yeah, there's a ton. Ethereum is just
ton.
massive.
What are you doing with 26,000?
What,
Nothing?
King?
King.
What are you doing with 20? I'm talking to the baby.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought. He wasn't talking to me.
What are you doing with 26,000? Come on, everybody's waiting.
You gotta buy altcoins with it. What are you buying? What's your split?
What
Yep.
is it? What is it? What are you doing? He's pulling the mic in. Come on, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
No. Flux?
Render's always been an interesting one.
Uh,
I don't
no.
know. That's a
Don't
good
eat
question.
Daddy's
DJ, bro.
microphone. He doesn't know yet. He's undecided.
well, how much do you guys know about Radiant? Because that was coming up here and there too.
I like
Where's-
Radiant.
What's the deal with that?
I
like
know
it.
a guy that runs a pool. That's all I know.
I know. Me too. I
I'm
know
on
a guy
that
runs
pool.
a too.
Absolutely.
So like that's what I was bringing it up because you know you're into it. I'm not in it right at the moment, but enlighten me. Explain a little bit about it. But no one ever mentioned that about putting money
It's a
into
coin
it. though.
that you can mine.
Yeah, what does it do
Leave it at
though?
that.
It's just
Um,
transactional. That's all. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not. It's a Raven coin, and it has the
Oh, so it's
potential to
hot?
be.
No,
No.
No,
No, it's low power.
No, not
it's
an
not a
algorithm,
kapow.
Dave. It's a
Oh.
Raven coin in perspective of, like it's just purely transactional. Like it's.
Oh,
even-
okay.
It says on their website that they're not an investment. I mean, but
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shit.
what's funny is that
Jesus.
the price is definitely going to go up in the bull run. So I mean, I have a lot of it. I have a few 100,000 of it.
And
I
also,
guess
I mean, every shit coin goes up in the bull run. So
Yep.
I guess like everything else then.
It'll
And then
it'll like, what was the numbers I did? I did these numbers before. It'll like at least 5 or 6x in the bull run if it gets to where Ravencoin is now.
Okay.
So,
What do you mean, like Ravencoin's market cap?
yeah. And Ravencoin's very low. So if it gets to where Ravencoin is now, it'll be like, I think it's like a 5 or 6x.
It'd be a lot more than that. The market cap for Ravencoin's 178 million compared to
Sounds like 100x to me.
8.8 million. Yeah.
What was the numbers we did? Maybe it was 43. I have to look. There's a website where you can compare market caps and like, I forgot what it's called, where you can put the both into the, what's it called? What's that website where you can compare the
Let me look it
coins?
up. I know what you're talking about.
There is one. I think it was like 43% or 43x or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago I did it. It was on DJ's stream, actually. He talked about it.
I think it's this. Let me switch over.
Nobody's
to
seen one of these yet.
that. Hold on. Let's see what
I
that
have.
is. What's that, King?
Oh yeah, the super limited edition right here.
Marketcapof.com. That's what it is.
Gen 5 riser cable.
Have you tested it? I guess you can only test those on NVMe's, right?
I mean, I haven't tested it with a GPU yet. I mean, GPUs won't.
What
they won't
GPU
saturate all of it?
won't saturate? What GPU would saturate a Gen 5? The $30,000 one or something?
I don't think
No
any run Gen 5
GPU will
yet.
saturate a Gen 5.
H100 or something? I don't know.
Not even.
No? Really?
Gen
I need to
5
buy a
is-
couple of those H100s. Make
Gen
about like
fi-
$3
Gen
an
5
hour.
is like putting a warp drive in your Honda Civic. It's a complete overkill.
Hey,
That's still a warp drive, though.
Exactly.
got the warp drive.
Yeah, you'll never be able to use it.
One
Yeah,
day,
you can look
you
at
never
it.
know.
Not yet.
Right.
I mean, maybe
Right.
maybe the new 5000 series or maybe the next gen of data center cards, because I don't even think the H100 can fully saturate a
I'm
Gen
curious.
4 like a Gen 4.
How do we find that out? Just
You
look
just-
saturation on
you have to look-
H100.
You have to look at the maximum output of like an H100.
Okay, let's see.
What is it? So an 18x, right? Okay. So 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
it's not
cards-
100. I was off, but
They still use
So it will.
SXM though. They don't use like the regular old by 16. They use a much wider lane, like plug on adapter.
right. Okay. All right.
The H100 you said? I can't believe those
H100.
things. I can't believe those things are 30K. And I think on Vast or something like that,
Hey, got an
people are
answer. What are you
charging, like-
investing in?
$3 an hour, man.
What are you investing in? Go
Wait,
ahead.
$3 an hour for what?
$3 an hour for H100, I think.
It rented.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one on Vast. It's a $30,000
I know.
GPU. Like it's even at
Yeah,
$3 an hour, like
If you did $3 an hour, you do the math, and I think just
75
right off
a
the
day.
it was like literally like 50 after like the 25% charge that they're going to charge you. After the year, it was like still 54K in profit. And then you take the whatever 1 point something percent that, that Stripe's going to take out for the fees. But let's just say for argument's sake, it was like 50 grand in profit. Where the hell, if it was rented now, right? Theoretically speaking, if it was rented nonstop 365 days of the year, where do you know what you would need to do to get $50,000?
I
know what I
mean, it could just be a grant from a university or something, right? A school or whatever.
Okay.
It's also like, where do you go to buy these cards? Because I was looking at the
Straight from NVIDIA.
Well,
The
yeah,
H100,
I mean,
you can
but
really get
it's-
those shits on eBay. It's crazy.
I know because I was looking at getting maybe an A100, like a 40 gig card, and they have them on eBay from China. But from my understanding is that those are limited in some sense. So I didn't want to like shell out the money for a Chinese card on
What do you
eBay.
mean? The firmware? The firmware that's put on it? But is it
I've
NVIDIA?
heard from people like in the AI community that 4090s in China, along with A100s and H100s and like data center cards, it's like a different chip that they put on it, or it's
I
the
thought it was a
silicon is from
reject.
a different
I
factory.
thought it was the reject chips that they use, and they're allowed to use legally because they purchased them.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I hear that. You know what I mean? That they're all of their data center cards are like, it might have the same SKU, but it's going to be slightly less. It's not going to be as powerful as like a card that you could get here in the States.
Sorry.
So
It was the silicon. The silicon's not as like you know, because Nvidia is going to make the chips, right? And
Mhm.
legally, they're allowed to buy those chips and put it as an Nvidia card, but it's a China card, right?
Yeah.
But there may be some like imperfections or something that didn't pass, I guess, Nvidia standards, but still, they're not going to take that and throw it away. They have a market for someone to purchase those.
Yeah, here I could pull it up here because it's
They got this site called what is it? Lambda or whatever. And they got it right here. They're saying NVIDIA GGX H100. Right? It's an 8U server with 8 H100s, and they're 80 gigabytes each. And it just says, you know, for a quote.
Yeah, I mean, they get them from Nvidia, I'm sure, because it's you know, they're probably buying in bulk and stuff like that, and they probably are a distributor for them. But there's no like normal websites that sell these, and if they do, they're usually like 10 grand. So
you see that they use a different socket too, though. They use the SXM4.
Yeah, I did see that when I was like.
I've never even worked with that before. That's way above my pay grade.
They do have PCIe though as well on some of these.
I wonder if there's like a bandwidth difference though between the SXM4 and the PCIe.
I'm sure there is, because you're capped out at a certain bandwidth on the PCIe.
Yeah, SXM also has like NVLink on the other side of it, so there's a lot more like intra GPU. They're designed to be used in pairs.
Well, that's their so-called NVLink, right? Because meaning that you can take the cards, put them together like an NVLink, right? But it acts as one card, correct? It's like having one big ass GPU.
For some workloads, yeah, but you'd have to like custom design your software to work around that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's intriguing with all these cards and stuff like that, but who the hell has $30,000
to go reach out to Nvidia so we can test one of these, right?
You need to get one, Panda. Hook it up.
Got to be careful if you get a new one though. They are limited on their capability, so you got to be make sure if you do get one that it's
that looks good. That looks
assembled
yummy.
here and it was it's American, because the ones that are sold to the Chinese are different.
$7,500 and you couldn't even just wipe out the freaking dust out of the GPU.
He just straight doesn't care. He just
doesn't give a shit.
He was in a data center. He just yanked the card out and he's like, "I'm taking this home."
Wow. Jesus.
But I mean, they do, you know, rent for quite a lot. I just don't know what the difference would be. Like if you plopped in one of these limited ones from China, would it really make a difference?
They are nerfed.
Yeah,
I mean the new ones. I know the new ones are, because there's an order. Nvidia is not to sell. I think they have to. They told them that it has to be at like 20% less capacity than like the American ones that stay stateside. They're very, very strict. They're trying to limit the capability of the adversaries. So
I think that's Lovelace and Hopper, though. I don't think that applies to the older Turing-based ones.
Well, if they're old, then it was prior to the order, then no, that wouldn't matter. But if it's anything new coming out, it has to be nerfed if the orders are going, you know, if they're for overseas.
Crypto Craig says you have to go through a distributor with a reseller certificate. You can get access. That's interesting. Maybe I'll just apply for a resale certificate and submit it and see what they say. But I wonder how much they are straight from NVIDIA. I mean, they probably have MOQs and everything like that too.
There's definitely going to have to be an MOQ. And from my understanding, right, on graphics cards, there's not really much of a markup either.
It depends. It depends.
From what I hear, the markup on graphics cards is slim.
It's slim.
Aussie J Mining and Crypto says, can you put an H100 on Dynex? I'm sure you could.
Yep.
Sure, you could put an H100 on anything.
Yeah, they do like 156 kilosouls or whatever, whatever the unit is.
Wow. That's how much it gets? Wow.
Yeah, but they're not efficient. They're like 50 hash to watt.
Oh, okay. So it's a power hungry card.
Oh yeah, it's a big boy.
Right. What was the 80 gigs? Is it 80 gig VRAM?
I think they have a 40 and an 80.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah, the A100 has 40 and 80. I thought the H100 was just 80. I'm not 100%.
I was talking about the H100. That's I think
okay.
80, from my understanding. But I don't know.
They have that
You know,
on
you
here.
start looking at these crazy ass cards and stuff like that. You know,
There you go.
$3 an hour. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
$14 an hour. I like it.
but I mean, it's also a $30,000 card. That's if you can get it for 30 grand.
Yeah.
And if
The
they
whole
rent
system's
it,
probably like 130, 140,000 right there. It's being rented right there.
Is that 30K or what's that? 3 times 24, 72, 30K divided by 72. 416 days, not including electric.
Before it, what, to get the money back?
Yeah, to pay off the H100.
Yeah.
But don't these cards, like these data center cards, depreciate really quick?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't
when they
know.
start that high, of course they lose value quick.
Yeah.
But on a percentage basis, I'm not sure if it's any more significant than any other card.
Interesting.
Your
Well, this
market's
guy's got
going to be more
PCIe
limited
5.
though.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Custom cards too.
I think that's the first vast rig I saw on PCIe 5.
Is that
Makes
what it
sense that
says?
it would be an H100.
Oh shit.
Let's see. If you're offering up an H100, you don't give an F about power rate. Yeah, that's true, Craig. 100%.
Yep.
That's true.
All right. So we need a resale cert, and then Panda, we need your credit card to do the MOQ. All right.
You good to
Panda,
go.
just send over your credit card info. We'll get a couple of them.
Did you guys see my PSU almost fucking burned down the unit?
Oh,
You mentioned it.
I
what
posted
happened
a
with
short
it, Mike?
about it.
oh, I have shorts blocked.
Why?
It's because you weren't
Vertical videos.
using these guys. That's why.
Huh?
That's why.
That's what I told him when I
Yeah,
messaged him.
exactly.
You have
He
shorts
was like, it's a
blocked?
PSU problem.
Yeah.
It's a fucking cable problem.
Why are they blocked?
I hate vertical videos so much.
Oh my god, that sounds like a personal problem. If you want, Mike, pull it up, and then
It
pull it up. You can see it.
All right, we have to subject everyone to your short.
Yeah,
I mean,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Just get it
I'm not
over
in-
with.
I'm not in this for my health.
All right, hold on. I won't.
Oh,
won't-
man.
I won't claim it's operator error. I promise.
It's
There
not
we go.
operator error.
Oh boy.
What is this? The
Why-
3090?
Why don't you have a dark background? Jesus, like, are your retinas like fried? Like everything with you is a
I like
white
the
background.
brightness. I like
Why?
the brightness. I don't know. I don't like the dark background. I don't know. It's not
Good
appealing.
morning, YouTube. So I walked into this
Okay.
morning.
Is there sound
Now,
on
I
this
did
one,
check
Mike,
all
or-
my
Can you hear
other
it?
VATS
It's
AI
I
rigs,
hear
it.
everything
I hear
is
it. I don't know if
fine.
the chat
I
hears
opened
it.
up These over here, as you can see.
Chat,
But
do you
I turned
hear it?
everything off
Yeah.
and checked everything.
burnt up power supply looks
What
like
is that?
this
A Focus
PCIe
Seasonic?
It's a Sonic,
8-pin
yeah.
connector is completely fried.
What is it?
and
Was
I
it a
smelled
8-pin
the minute I
that
walked in here, so
Yeah,
I
it was an-
initially
it was
shut
an
everything
8-pin, yeah.
down, inspected everything.
It's
and
an
it looks like
850
everything else is
850
okay.
watt. So
Yep,
I don't know.
this
On what?
power
That's
supply is
3090
fried.
up
Now, I
there?
just
yeah,
wanted to show
3090
you
and a
guys this
i7
because
9700.
a lot of people,
It's
you know,
nothing.
set these things
It's
and
not
don't
even.
get
It's
it.
less than
This is not
uses
crypto
right around
mining.
half.
You guys
At,
have to
like,
understand that
when you
set
ran
up
the
AI rigs,
PCIe though,
this
did you
card
run
and that
separate
CPU may
connectors
run at
to the
full
3090?
I
or is
ran
that
what
just
they
one?
gave me.
time. Okay, so
What do you
make
mean?
sure you
What does
have
that
a
mean?
decent power
I ran
supply.
what-
I've been
what
using
came
this
with
power
the
supply
unit.
and it was fine, but
So you
obviously,
have three
my card,
individually
so
or four
have a great day,
individual
stay safe, and
PCIe
pay
cables
attention.
from the power supply?
Good morning, YouTube.
No, there's
So,
two.
I walked into this.
There's two. There's
this
one right
morning.
next to the burnt
Now, I
one.
did check
Okay,
all
was
my
two
other
different ones
VATS
bridged
AI
off
rigs.
to
Everything
four, right?
is fine. I opened up these over
You
here.
have
as
two
you can
bridged off to
see,
4?
But
Why would I
yeah,
have two bridged
a
off to
burnt up
4?
power
Isn't there 4
supply looks like
connectors on
this
there? 4
PCIe
8 pins? on the
8-pin
3090?
connector
Two.
is
No.
Two 8
No,
pins.
you're thinking of a
fried, and I
4090
smelled it the
AIB.
minute I walked in here, so
Oh, okay.
I initially shut everything down.
Yeah,
Inspected
that's not.
everything, and it looks like
It's just a
everything
bad.
else is
It's a bad
okay,
cable. It's not.
but
It's just
yeah,
a bad
it's just
cable
a bad
because
cable.
power supply
that's
is-
all
There
it
should
is.
be a
man.
But the
TDM
power
ad.
supply,
Wanted to show you
the
guys
power
the
supply
Jesus.
won't turn on
A lot of
anymore.
people,
So
you
I
know,
think
set
you fried
these
it
things
too.
and
And
forget it.
this show is brought to you by the
Crypto
Veteran
mining,
Miner.
You guys have to understand
Send me the
that when
power
you set
supply. I
up
might be able to
AI
fix it,
rigs,
Mike.
This card
I bought
and
an
that
850.
CPU may
There was an
run at
850
full
open box at
speed
Best
all
Buy
the
for sale
time.
for like
Okay, so
$50. I bought it.
Nice.
By who?
EVGA. It's a gold
Yes.
one.
Dude, that's you
Um,
gotta go. EVGA is the way to go. This is my opinion.
Everything's on EVGA but this rig, and that power supply was working fine. So I don't know.
It's just a
Is that
bad
a
plug, that's
Seasonic?
all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why
Dude,
I'm so
that's
surprised.
the top
Like
brand right there.
I know.
Man.
I know. I'm so surprised that that's their cable and the whole bit. Is that I never took the power supply off of this rig. All I did was change the GPU.
But those now, I know this happens sometimes to people, right? When they take apart like power supplies, you're grabbing other cables from different power supplies because you just have a box of them. You didn't keep them together. Did you do this at all, or are these the actual
No, I bought that.
fully correct ones
Yeah,
that did come with this power supply?
it is because I bought everything for this rig, and I bought the power supply separate, and everything was new that went on this rig. So I remember because when I was assembling it,
how long
Max
was it running for?
This one was running for a few weeks, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So if it's running, that's it. It'll be fine. If it's, you'll know instantly that the card won't turn on or something's wrong with the cable. So if it's running and if it's working, that's it. It's fine. It's.
It was working. It was working completely fine, and then it just burned up. I don't know. Maybe it's a fluke accident. I don't know.
It's just
You
a
guys are
bad
talking
cable.
about
That's all.
4090s. The all the 4090s that I have it's like the 12 pin to 4 8 pins.
That's
But I
right.
guess the FE 4090s triple 8.
Yep.
Okay, I actually just got an FE 4090 today, so
Interesting.
Yeah, the AIBs, if you only plug 3 in, the little connector will only use one of the sense pins on the actual 16-pin connector, so it will default to the stock VBIOS power limit, which is 450 watts. But if you have an AIB with a different VBIOS and a fourth 8-pin, it'll short the second sense pin, and that will give it up to 600 watts. So for AI stuff, I think I would personally run 3 connected even on a 4-pin or a 4 connector card.
I think on my setups, it's I have a bunch of the EVGA 1600 watt ones, which have 9 VGA ports. So I use 4 dedicated veteran miner cables per 4090. So it's a wire mess in there, but and not a mess for the wires, but it's a lot of wires for those cards.
Yeah.
But if the FE, so you're saying the FE 4090 has a fourth one that would unlock it, or just it doesn't even have the ability for it?
At least on launch day, it shipped with a 16-pin to triple 8-pin adapter, so it does not have the VBIOS capability to run above 450 watts.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, Mike, also too, so that I could help you out. If you have that power supply that doesn't have enough VGA slots as EVGA, okay, I can convert the the CPU connection to a PCIe connector.
I have your cables. I'm going to plug them into
the same bus, dude. It's the same bus on EVGA power supplies. People don't know this, but the CPU connector, that's a CPU or EPS, will give you the same amount of wattage like a PCIe connector. It's just that I switch the cables myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I need I need both CPU ports on the EVGA for the Epic boards.
How many watts does are you guesstimating that the motherboard pulls from the CPU connectors?
Anytime I've logged in when they're rented, no one's using the CPU on it. It's minimal, but I guess that they can top out at 255 is the wattage, somewhere around that.
Okay.
Or 225. 225 sounds
top out,
right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, one cable will suffice for that, like for future reference.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, 255 watts. That is the standard on a port on a power supply. So,
I think EPS 8-pin rating on the motherboard is 150 watts, but yes, the connector on the PSU, especially a Supernova, can take a lot more punishment than that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a bad pin. So these pins, even though like that power supply that Mike was just showing in his short, excellent power supply. Japanese capacitors in that power supply, it's highly rated. And then once you get into like Corsair, they'll have the Japanese capacitors for the upgrade, as well as Superflower, right?
Yeah,
Superflower as well.
They're the OEM for a lot of the Supernovas.
And then so I don't know. You just got to be careful with the cables. It will happen eventually, and these cables won't last forever either. My cables won't last forever. There's a certain amount of times that you could plug and play those same cables in, and the connectors are going to get out of whack.
Deals off. I'm out.
So, you can't plug and play these connectors a million times and expect to have the same clearances as day one. That's just the inevitable.
Yeah.
But that's a new power supply, right, Mike?
Well, mine?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a year old. I mean, I had that same one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I had that same one that when I had my warehouse that ran that entire rig, and when you guys remember when it was on my desk. So I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so weird. Like I don't know why it just, I don't know. Whatever. It's no big deal. I replaced it.
Yeah.
I actually I got the box. I have to go replace it. So
Nice.
you should see some of the comments because like that video got like 1,800 views, and there's like some people that were like people obviously not in our community, and they were like, "Oh, good. I hope all you what do you call me, a cryptoid or something like that?" It's like, "I hope all you crypto people, you burn up. I love to see you guys burn up stuff." And
Jesus.
I was like, you know what?
The love.
I'm having a decent day. I'm not gonna go and blast somebody on my.
Just it. Thanks for
on
the
my
comment.
short.
Keep on moving. Appreciate it.
No, I
My
just
camera
don't
just
like
flashed.
Turn the tree over.
Oh no, Mike.
I know. Did you see the flash?
What
No,
was
but
that?
I wasn't looking.
Oh,
I think it's good.
Mike will learn the hard way. He'll start to pay a little bit more money for stuff, and then he'll stop having.
Yeah, I'll get a. What was your new camera, Mike? How much is that one?
Oh,
I
my
get that as
FX
a big webcam right here.
Yeah, you should look at the quality of mine. Well, mine doesn't have any lights on right now, but look at the quality of mine. Look at yours. Look at the quality of DJs versus yours. I mean, it's what you want, right? I mean, but
Yeah.
Or you could be like Overboard Tech and completely be contrasted out.
Yeah, man, my C922, I think Logitech, chef's kiss.
That's right, Overboard Tech. Show everybody your floor again. Go ahead, do it.
If you're not making videos and they're just for live streams, then don't spend any money.
There you go. You can't beat that.
Full of
The
GPU
bowling floor.
boxes, static bags.
There you go.
No, the bowling has like the little squiggles. This one was arcade.
Nice.
Overboard. I'll sell you my
Yes.
6600 XTs for 1,500 plus shipping with the case.
I have to
You
do
were doing
napkin
making
math, but
deals
that seems
online?
like too much.
Too much. Listen,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. You trying to hustle Dave with 3 3070s for a 3090, that is a giant rip.
Currently
I've ever
paying
seen.
$165 a piece for 3070s from BitCap, and 3090s
Well,
are worth more than $525. So
if
the
they're
math
one-
checks
if-
out.
If they're coming from over there,
They
then
are.
I'd be suspect, number one. Number
I
two,
bought 75 of them. They've all been working.
it's 165. They're going for 300 on eBay.
You
I
gotta.
want to mine with them though. I mean, they're blowers,
Yeah.
so like most people are like, "Ew, not gonna put that in my hot gaming computer." But Miner over here doesn't care.
165? That's
Yep.
that's way too low.
What? That's for 3070s.
Yeah,
Way too
that
low.
is an
that's-
MOQ of 8, I will say, but
Yeah.
I don't buy lower quantities. So,
Way too
Yeah.
low.
but
Listen-
again, even if you're going with higher valuations on the 3070s, like they're easy to get for 220 online, and 3090s ever since you guys started plugging Vast AI are shooting
Oh,
way
yeah.
up in value. So
We gotta
it's hard
shut
to
our
find
mouths
one
about these 3090s crap.
listed. Yeah, I don't
Everyone
know.
has emotional value to their cards now. They're like, I paid 1,000. I'm not going to sell it for 180.
Second TL, go to the Dreams Discord. It's blockchain in there. That's the guy.
Yeah, it's good though. But actually, we'll do a little bit of news. Overboard Tech and I, we come to an arrangement and an agreement, and soon there'll be some cool stuff happening, right?
I need an upgrade for my PMD.
Yes.
What's a
So
PMD?
Make sure to put really, really big decals on there because my webcam sucks.
nice. Elmore Labs. The PMD.
This is the device. Yeah, it's the device I
Yeah.
use when I'm overclocking cards to get a real power measurement out of the card. So like,
Oh, is that like the
software
8 pin?
power.
The 8 pin has like the chip right in between with the little screen.
Yep. So it's got triple PCIe 8 pins, then it's got dual EPS 8 pins as well.
Show it.
And you
Oh,
can
gotcha,
measure
gotcha.
them separately. Sorry, one
I
second.
got one of those. I ordered it from them, and then yeah, that exact thing. But my the screen was broken, and they sent me another screen, and it was still broken. So it's kind of
So you
always
have two
sour
broken
about
units?
not having that.
Mine is
Mike?
very, very well used, but it's still working fine.
You have 2 broken units right now?
No, I have one just broken unit, but I contacted them. I think they have a Discord. I went through Discord, and they shipped me like a new little tiny OLED screen. Or no, actually they didn't. They said buy it on Amazon. It was like you could buy that OLED on Amazon. So I did that, and it still didn't work. But I used to have a test bench, which actually is now up in Terra's facility as the test rig for King to work with the VAST stuff. But
Hey,
I used to.
dude, the 970, dude, she's ripping $1 a day right now. Company's getting rich, right? 5 teraflops this thing's pushing. Okay,
Do they even rent those on VAST? Can you rent that on VAST?
it
I'm
doesn't
sure you
even
can put
say
it on there.
GTX on there. It just says 970.
It
No
says
shit.
good luck. Yeah.
Good luck. So yeah, we're gonna make some wires, but I don't know what the proprietary is. But Overboard Tech is knowledgeable enough to use a multimeter, a DMM, digital multimeter, and we could do the pinouts instead of him sending it. I send it back. We could do the pinouts, the continuity pinouts, to find out how they pinned it out. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a standard, but it could be a Corsair standard of type 432. It doesn't, we have to pin it out because I can make wires that's a standard and then blow the shit up. So we don't want that to happen. So
actually, hold on. Let me grab an EVGA Supernova one, see if it plugs in. One sec.
Well, EVGA, they'll plug in unless it's a PSU connection.
I want to make sure it's a PCIe connector.
I was gonna say, I think somebody recently plugged in wrong cables from a power supply and something smelled like.
How do I
could've
kick
sworn
someone from here?
That was what, yesterday or the day before?
I just want to verify that the plastic connector is at least a VGA one, not an EPS one. So give me just a second.
There's a SATA connection. Well, this is what happened. We used to have a kid that worked with us at our facility up there, and long story short, he was doing a little bit of stealing, so we had to let him go. But he set up a lot of these servers in a way, like, for instance, they're modular, right? Like the power supplies were modular. Any cable that he didn't use in these, he just threw out. So I found another case while I was there. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And so I started taking all these things down and putting in these modular SATA cables into it. And I would flip the thing on, and it's just reeks of smoke. So nothing popped. So I think it's fine. But yeah, we had to buy a whole bunch of EVGA 600 watt power supplies yesterday and swap all those out. So
what we learned, right? We keep all the cables in the boxes.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't set those up, King. I just trying to make it work.
I also found out too that on other EVGA power supplies for like the 650 watts, the 750 watts, GQ, CQ, there's different types, right?
Yep.
The SATA connections are different. So the reason why I only stuck with PCIe and CPU, that is the standard on no matter which ones they're making, unless the like old ones, but they're a different connector. I think it's like a back in the day dedicated 5-pin connector that EVGA did. It was weird. It was a weird connector.
The GQ series is a nightmare. Yeah, the 1000, the 850, and the 650 all have different SATA pinouts.
They all. I don't understand why they do that shit. It doesn't make sense. But the CPU and the PCIe are standard.
Yep.
You can enter into, but if you plug it in, it won't give you power. It just won't fucking work. It's so stupid.
So
short circuit protection is wild.
A white labeled veteran miner power supply that comes with veteran miner cables.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Mike, it seems like you're giving a lot of love to Big Cap in the chat here.
You trying to ask?
For the record, I have no love for the guy, but I love cheap hardware, and I had no issues so far. So
no, I don't have anything negative to say other than I don't have anything negative to say except they
really nice
they kind of shit on us a little bit in Panda's Discord channel one night, completely
that
unprovoked.
was them. I saw that. I didn't know.
Haters gonna hate Mike.
Completely unprovoked. Like, we didn't say anything to him, and big shout out to like Max Voltage, Techman Ty, who actually went in there and like rallied behind me a little bit and started like yelling at these dudes with me, because like the dude's a complete asshole. Like, I don't give a shit. You're an asshole. You don't like me? Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. He's an asshole.
To the live show.
He's an asshole. Like, you just shit on the little guy. Like, we're building a company. You just tell everybody, oh no, they're gonna fail. Don't host with them.
Yeah, I remember those comments. It was like, oh, he'll be bankrupt within a year. I remember reading that shit in the Terra Discord. Well, apparently nothing, because you guys are still very much here.
And it's only going to get, and it's going to be biblical. So right here at 9:28 p.m. 10/11/2023, by next year, Terra Hosting will be one of the largest hosting companies in the country, and I'm coming for that ass. So get ready. That's how that goes. You want to fucking start a problem? I'm down, bro. I'll let you, boy.
Oh, I love these fucking live shows. Let me tell you, this is great.
Yeah, Sustainable Crypto saying, guys, what's the best use of 163090s? What would you say, King?
I wish I had the money to buy them. That would be the best use, in my opinion.
I know King's
Buy-
the king.
buy-
He's
buy
the king of
16 of the-
3090s
of
now.
the-
So
Buy 16 of the King AI workstations.
Yep. And 16.
Oh,
Here we go. Just 16 of the veteran miner cables with them. There we go.
exactly. And
I
yeah,
can't think of
all
anything else.
of them do. All of those workstations do come with veteran miner cables. By the way,
Absolutely.
I did sell one actually. I'm waiting for the parts to come in in a
Nice.
day or two, and I'll have to build it and ship it out. So I did get one customer. So stoked about that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to use 3090s right now. Let's just take that and retract our statements. 3090s.
I mean,
You know what?
If you get, I'm just saying, if you get
You know-
verified, dude, it's like
you know-
$5 a day, man.
Hey,
It's
shut
like
your
Ethereum
mouth.
money right
What's wrong
there,
with you?
All right,
This
I'm
guy.
just saying,
Jesus.
Ethereum money.
Forget about it. It's gonna be oversaturated before I even get my
What would
fucking
be
3090s.
$5 at 16? I can't do math right now. What's that?
Yeah, the math is
80
How do you bleep
$80 a
them out?
day.
He's talking like
$80
that.
a day you'd make
How do you go like?
times 30 days.
Damn it.
You're 30 days at $80
It's all
a
lies.
day.
It's all lies.
That would
that's
be
what it is.
Chat.
$80 a day for 16. of them?
$2,400 a month you'd make. $2,400. But a
On what?
quarter of that though goes to Vast, and then you still have to pay for
yeah.
power.
Are you talking about on 16 of them?
Yeah, if you got verified, it'd be about $5 a day.
If you got verified, that's key. So what?
That's it. Yeah,
what
that's if.
GPU
I
did
mean,
you get
hey, it's
verified
possible.
on?
I got 2 that are verified, man.
Which
dude,
ones?
3090s. I got 2 3090s verified.
I got to
Verified.
message him on
Okay.
Discord and be like, hey, I know this guy. He said you guys. can get me
I know this
verified.
guy. His name is Vast King or some shit. So can you please push me through or what? Like, can we make this happen?
I'm sure those guys don't probably like me because I make content, and there's probably just like a flood of people coming on there and just saturate the
Oh,
shit
where do
out of
they
the
care?
market.
They make more money.
Well, you know, I think I was talking to Mike today about it, or the other day. I was looking through Vast. I saw a lot of like
There you go.
shit boards and like shit cards that are on there. And then when you go under the thing, like, have you read that it's like incompatible? What the hell does that mean? But they're on there, and it was like regular cards. What's the incompatible mean?
That means like
Just doesn't
they're
work?
probably like at a 1X or something. They're probably on a mining motherboard.
Oh,
There's all kinds of people doing like mining rigs. I've seen tons of mining rigs on there.
I could see
I mean,
it being like the
I'm-
wrong version of Linux too, maybe.
well, I
mean,
saw mining
drivers.
rigs, but you have 116 slot on a
I
mining
haven't
rig
seen an
on the
incompatible
H110s.
error. Is
Huh?
it like red? Is it like red where their
No.
where their white tag is?
If Mike just
No.
does a filter right now, it'll say compatibility and incompatible. Whatchamacallit? What is it?
Incompatible machines.
Yeah, that means that basically they're fucking broken or they don't work, right? That's my understanding. What the word
This
means.
guy is an i7 4790 split in two in Qatar.
I'm trying to find the screenshot so I can show you guys what the dickhead said.
So I don't know. They're not rented, right? Can you show like unavailable or something, or end that? I don't know.
unavailable. Oh, yeah, I mean people rent them.
So they rent the incompatibility things like so there's no but it's verified there. You see there?
Yeah,
Oh,
verified.
where
So
do
I
you
don't
see that?
understand. So what the hell does that mean?
Do you
Oh,
like
and what do you mean
pre-specify a
that-
workload?
I don't know.
I didn't. Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. Where do you see incompatibility? Show me.
Right there on the left hand side. It's a little toggle that you can put on there.
Oh, incompatible machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe wrong version of Linux. They did the install wrong. Something they didn't install the dependencies.
But they're-
something.
They're
Something
making
happened.
money though. People are renting them.
Interesting.
And some of them say that they're verified. So what the hell is that? Who knows?
Hey,
Who
I don't
knows?
know, man.
Who
I just-
knows?
Seriously, who the hell knows? Really, at this point, there's
I
so
just-
much that we don't know.
I'm not a vast expert, dude. I just go on there and make money. Okay.
That's what I'm
all
talking
I
about.
know.
You're the
DM
king
in
of
chat
that.
says it goes with the image you select. So yeah, you must have to pre-select which workload you're planning to run on the rig.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, you do. It's a template. Yeah, it's an image that you put on there. Now the difference with TensorDoc though is, which I think is good and bad, is they actually you actually download all the instances to your machine that they offer. So it will take forever to download. But they do have just a one like pretty much like click script. So you don't have to do any dependencies or any NVIDIA drivers or any of that stuff.
Mhm.
So far, I've only got rented for a tiny bit for like a quarter, and that was it. So I haven't been having any good luck with TensorDock lately.
Well, what would you say would be like the main difference between Vast and TensorDock?
So TensorDock is like anybody could stand up a Vast rig, right? I mean, you could do it right now with just a regular computer or anything, right? You could just stand it up and it'll be there. It'll be on the marketplace. This you actually have to like fill out a form, apply to be a host, and tell them specifically what type of rigs you're going to be building. You know what I mean? And then they'll approve you. And then once they approve you, you make an account and all that stuff. And then after that, then when you make a rig, then you have to fill out another form, you know, with like the rig ID, like the password and all the ports you opened and all this other stuff. And then you fill out that form, and then your account manager will go review the rig and make sure that everything's like set. Because I had like one setting wrong in the BIOS. I thought I enabled IOMMU, but it was disabled on the Epic. So he like emailed me the next day and said I had to turn it on. So it wasn't a big deal.
So
yeah,
they
you have
it is like with a fine tooth comb.
Yeah, they have like account managers there that you talk to. Like you could build the rig, but it won't get listed until they approve it.
Okay.
It's all these like little private groups, you know.
So
doing
is
this
there a
stuff.
thing of verified and unverified, or how does that work? Like for justification to get
Their
more
open
money or
marketplace
something like that?
isn't as big as Vast.
Okay.
They usually deal with like actual customers who need compute, and they try to match you with people.
Okay.
They also offer subscription services though for like people running like H100s and A100s, right? Like in data centers.
Okay.
So you can rent like a monthly subscription of a server from someone there. I don't know the process on that though, because I don't have that kind of hardware.
Not yet. I think you're probably going to get like at least like 30 of them, right? 8100s or something like that.
Yeah, I was still trying to pay off my veteran miner stable credit card right now.
Don't tell them about the credit card, King. That was a secret.
WTC says incompatible means it won't work for the instance configuration.
So maybe they're loading a different instance that's not the
That has
original
requirements
configuration.
that are higher.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's incompatible, but it still will work. It's just that they have to maybe work on their back end to make it work, I guess. Maybe. Yeah.
Interesting.
Missing instruction set in the CPU or something like that. Like 4790 probably doesn't have SSE 4.2 or whatever. So,
But they still could do the job, I guess.
Yeah. Looks like these ice rivers are still doing pretty good, except for the KSO that's doing $1 a day now. But which
Wow.
one did we just deploy at Terra? Jared or Mike? Was that the KS3?
KS3M, I think.
KS3. No, we have a KS3. We have an Antminer KS3 now, and we had a KS3 prior. We have a
Like this
KS3M
one?
and a KS3. What?
Okay.
Yes, we have the big boy.
a day.
Yeah, we have the big boy. Yep.
I still want to get a KSO so I could take it all apart and actually see if I could put a connector on it.
Yeah, you could cook stuff on a frying pan on top of it too. It's
Well, the
Real
problem
Maybe I
nice.
should
is,
just put it on and just put my wires on top of it and see if they melt.
Oh, actually, DJ did a post on that for their. I think his KSO just died.
It like bricked. Yeah, I told him to send
oh
it
yeah,
to me.
yeah, I did see that.
So I was trying to ask him too. I was like, I think he did the firmware update where he overclocked it. So just be warned if they see the firmware on there and it's
Yeah, that would
bricked,
probably do it.
you're definitely not getting a warranty on that. So you definitely assume all risk when you do an overclock firmware. This is why.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm not going to send it back to China and hope that I'm going to get it back. That's just me.
Well, I mean, they're gonna look at they're gonna plug into it and see that he has the firmware. So there's no point in sending it back.
Oh, he said he got it back working.
Oh, you
I
did?
reset it. Oh, no, wait. Got it
You said
working.
you got
Had to
back
reset it.
working.
Worked
Yeah,
for
to
like
put it
3
back to
days. Oh,
stock.
okay.
Yeah, that probably poor silicon wasn't able to handle the overclock anymore.
Yeah, Chump Change was saying that he wasn't able to get what everyone was saying that when he overclocked his or something, right?
Yeah, he had to drop down
in
to
his
like
video.
the lower overclock firmware. I think
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a few overclock settings, as I gather.
Yeah, the silicon is not
It's-
like everyone.
It's just like a GPU, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all based on silicon lottery, so you're just gonna have the mileage is gonna vary. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
$1 a day now. Holy shit! When that thing first came out, what is it about like 20 or 25 bucks a day or something, give or take?
Are you're telling me that the Magic China box isn't gonna be able to print money anymore? Dave? Is that what you're telling me?
It's $1. It's $1 still. $1. Big buck.
You're saying I'm not
actually
going to ROI in 8 days? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm pulling the trigger on one of those. I'm not gonna say which one.
Yeah. Oh, which one on
Which one?
something on this screen?
Yeah, it's one of those.
No shit.
Is it one of the top 5?
Just tell us. Jesus
It's
Christ.
one of the top 6. No,
Is it one
can't
that's on
ruin
the
my own profitability.
page that we're showing? Jesus.
With the Jazz Miner? We have one. Is that what we have at Terra? I walked in yesterday and I saw one of those up. I think.
Oh, that's not mine.
Mike, which one is that? Is that one of these?
Yeah, it's an X. Yeah, it's one of the new Jazz Miners.
I don't think he told
thing
me,
is-
so I don't even know.
That thing
Jesus.
is like whisper
What do
quiet.
you need? What? Sorry, what was it? I'm trying to find this dickhead's message.
Oh god.
I'm motivated.
the Jazz Miner that I think you put it up at Terra in Melbourne, right? The big Jazz Miner.
That's from Financial Failure. Oh god, which one was it?
Is it one of these? The X16 PQ?
I don't know. It might be a Q. I think it may be a Q or an X4. I think it may be an X4. It's a smaller one. I think it may be an X4 Q. I'm not sure. I don't know
That's
the
a
top
new
of my
one,
head. I
right?
have to look on the list.
The X4Qs are the new ones?
Yeah.
Hey, this thing you see here, the private chat in StreamYard. Dude, look how bright that is. He clicks on the screen.
Oh, here it is, right
Moving
here.
over to mine.
I got it. Hold on. You ready for this?
No, I'm saying, do you want to say it on here? Or you can't. You don't want to say that.
Say what?
Did we
Oh.
get? Let me text real quick.
What are you talking about?
Since we're on hashrate.no, did you guys see that you can now submit community overclocks for GPUs and they will post them?
Oh,
Pretty
really?
cool. Yeah.
Do they,
Nice.
do
Go to,
they
like, the
verify
Radeon 7.
that they work too, as well as
no. Very few checks
as
and
well
balances.
as hey, hashrate.no, you watching this, dude? Hey, I want AMD from the freaking wall, all right? Not the damn software, because that ain't right. All right.
They did
that is
add
so
that.
misleading. All your overclocks are that way. Do it the right way, damn it.
Yeah, they added observed power and software power, so at least they have
Yeah.
that now.
What are you? What y'all asking me? I'm sorry. I found it though. I'm gonna frame this actually. I think I'm gonna
Frame it
frame
with
it.
the date code too, though.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna frame it. Here you go. Put it up on screen.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
I'm gonna frame it. Hold on. Wait.
What is it?
Hold on. There you go.
That's the
And
guy.
that's the guy.
That's the guy.
They will go out of business 5/30/23.
Well, at
I'm gonna frame it.
5/30/23, our prices were at 15 cents for GPUs, and our ASICs were 13.
Yeah, they were high. No, they were high, and we lowered
Yeah,
them because we were just starting out. Like, we
Yeah.
were still in that growth phase. But here's the thing, though. You have a new company, new people. There's plenty of real estate. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I have to go poach his. He has to go poach mine. Like, there's plenty of people that are going to need it, right? I mean, come on, bro. Like, you don't do that. Don't poke the bear, dude. Don't think just because we're a small company, I ain't going to say nothing. I don't care.
And their GPU product is not the same as Terra's. I looked into it, and it's not good. It's like 6 months power up front. You have to use their case. You got to get cards from them. It's not the same thing at all.
Well, actually, I also asked them about how they control the mining. They control the mining, and you mine what's most profitable for that day. You don't get to mine whenever the hell you want. So when people keep like saying like, "Oh man, your price is a little high," well, we also give you the most freedom and the best customer support. So yeah, if you want to be controlled by people and pay a shit ton of power up front, then go to the competitors, right? So
Just
there's
wait.
more
Mike,
than just price when it comes
Mike-
to hosting.
Mike is gonna approve my marketing budget. and it's going to be basically Huck form his own army budget, and it's going to be I am going to obliterate once the prices get lower. Once Terra gets down to that, hopefully by next year sometime, once we get down to the lower end of the spectrum with prices, then it's the same service for the same price you would pay at the bigger guys. And then, like, look, I'm up all hours of the night, so when someone has an issue, I usually respond at any time on the Discord channel. We all do, right? And if there's an issue, we get somebody there. I mean, Michael Aiken is a guy that's in our chat right now, and he's got a lot of units. What's he got? Like 20, 25 units with us? What's 26? 30? 30s? Yeah, so
like 37,
and
39.
Ask him. I challenge anybody who wants to host anything, go in our Discord and talk to our customers. Go right ahead. I'll send you an invite.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that there's a lot of brokers and stuff like that out there, and a lot of them, this is a big miscommunication, right? It's not like I wouldn't say it's not anyone's fault, but it's usually the middleman's fault, where they'll sell an ASIC and send it to a hosting facility, and then all of a sudden these hosting facilities have like curtailments of like sometimes 10, 15, 20% to get these low rates, right? Like they're like, we can get you 8 cents, but it's going to be on and off. There's going to be a lot of issues and everything like that. So we've had customers come from other companies that are lower rates just because of that. You know what I mean? And like Mike said, we're but we're on track to lowering rates, and that includes ASICs and maybe GPUs. That's something that we Mike wants to lower everything as low as possible.
I just want to be competitive because I know we offer better service, and I want to be competitive.
He'd be
and I want
like
people
that
to win.
too. He'd be like, guys, we're at 1 cent here. We need to go down to half a cent. Okay, people are complaining. They want more. Right?
We're at 1, but what's the
is.
projection? What's the future? Come on.
yeah.
You gotta look at it from Terra. By next year, Terra is going to be one of the probably the most competitive hosting companies in the country. Probably, and I'm that's me conservatively speaking. Now I'm talking about this time next year. What I'm saying is I want to get to that point where there's no question. Hey, Terra's got the best service, the lowest rates. Send everything over there. Those guys know what they're doing. They take care of your stuff, and that's what it is. Sustainable Crypto says 9 cents. What's the end game rate? So the end game rate for ASICs, I think we're sitting somewhere at 8 cents. That's where we want to be for ASICs. Now, if we could get lower than that, that'd be great. But I think 8 cents is where we're going to stop for ASICs, and I think GPUs. I think we want to bring it down to maybe like 10. I think that would be fine because GPUs need a little bit more maintenance. They require a little more attention and love. So
a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they do. Like, I mean, look, hey, we have clients that have been running for months. We never touch their rigs. Like nothing. They don't no complaints. They just run. You know what I mean?
The other thing is I hear a lot of we're at Cypherpunk. I'm not gonna say we met a lot of people over there, and there's some cheap hosting out there, right? Real cheap, like 3 or 4 cents. But it's going to South America. I don't know where the hell where. Okay, but hey, that's a one-way trip to somewhere you're never gonna go, and you're definitely not getting your equipment back, and it's a shot in the dark if it's gonna get hooked up. So those are the kind of risks. If you want that 3-4 cent power, I mean,
good luck to you.
Sub 8 cents in the U.S. I mean, you can get it. Don't get me wrong, but MOQs are going to be 100.
But there's 1,000. Yeah. Some of them were 1,000.
Yeah.
Like I respect. There's a lot of hosting companies I respect. I really do. Like Simple Mining, I respect those guys a lot. We've talked to them a lot. I've talked to Musk Miners a lot. I sent people to Blake and Chris at Musk Miners because they asked me, hey man, like, I love you guys, but your rate's too high. Is there anybody else that you would recommend? And I say, well, Musk Miners they're established, they're good, and we trust them, right? And we help each other out, and vice versa. Musk is helping me out with something right now too. So, like, we all in Coastal Crypto too. Like I was talking to John from Coastal Crypto at
John and Mark are great.
Yeah, they're good, man. Yeah. They're cool. Like we have no problem. Like we're like we took pictures together. Like hosting companies come together. And John said something to me that resonated with me. He says, "Hey man, look, if we don't work together, like as companies and try to help each other, these big dudes will roll over us." And he made a really good point. And I said, "You know what, dude? That's right." He says, "Look, we offer better service. We can give a lot more to our clients. These other major companies, they're trash. They ruin equipment. They don't care. I mean, King got GPUs from another hosting company that has not been mentioned tonight, and these people threw our clients' GPUs in a box with no wrap. I'm talking like one box. They were bumping all over, got chipped. The PCIe connectors got messed up, and guess what we did? We repadded, we repasted them, we got them working, and all those GPUs right now are online. Ain't no hosting company gonna take their time to do that. They're just not. So you're gonna get what you pay for with hosting, just like anything else. So excuse me a second, I'll be right back.
I'd argue it's a better deal because like BitCap is 9.5 for GPUs, but you can't choose what you're mining. You gotta use, again, their cases. They run the hardware into the ground. It's a terrible deal considering you know what you're actually getting. So I'm a Terra customer, full disclosure.
You know the MOQ for those guys? I can't remember. I was talking to the BitCap. So this is just funny. I sat next to a BitCap guy on the plane down to Mining Disrupt.
Oh,
right?
nice.
I didn't tell him who I was or what my company is, right? I wanted to play devil's advocate and just talk and just get inside information, right? MOQ is like 100. Was it 100 or 1,000 ASIC units? You know what I mean? And they were getting pallets when they were doing GPU mining for Ethereum of just 3090s. You know what I mean? Like their MOQ that they were buying from NVIDIA was like 20,000, 3090s that they were buying at a time.
Wow.
So Jesus. And you have to buy their whatever their server case is. You have to buy the GPUs from them. You can't send your own shit there.
Correct.
And you have to pay for the power. It was 6 months to a year, and they control the mining of what you mine that day. So you have to mine whatever they're telling you. So if you want to mine dog shit coin, they're not going to let you, right? They don't care. Like they're going to make you mine Dynex, but then you're going to have to do all the conversions yourself. You know what I mean? Because you don't get control of your rig. So, I get it. Some companies might be a little less expensive than us, but I think we give everybody the freedom and better customer service. You know what I mean? So
Terra's a way better deal. Yeah, but I will use Block to get cheap GPUs to host at Terra.
Right. That's you can do that. You know what I mean? That's fine. It doesn't matter. You want to announce that Vistang then? What we're talking about, maybe?
Yeah, I mean it's I'll mention something just to prelude that, but we're going to be entering like the ASIC sales market really soon. It's going to be a more friendly turnkey type thing, where you're dealing with a U.S. company for it, so you don't have to deal with importing these things. You don't have to deal with business people overseas. So that's something we always kind of talked about for a while, but with everything going on, we didn't have the time for it. But now we brought someone on board who's now going to be our CEO, and he's kind of expanding horizons for Terra and everything like that. So this is one thing that we're kind of getting into, but we currently do have some deals on ASICs. I think what's in the door right now are S19Ks. And those are pretty much turnkey. They're actually on right now at the facility, being privately mined on. And we have those available, I think 25 units or something like that. So those are available. If you're interested, hit us up on Discord. They do come with a year warranty. And one thing with hosts, I know this is like a shill for Terra the last 10 minutes, but so we'll end with we'll stop shilling in a second. But
buy my cables too. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Good. We have someone that does repairs on site there. So if your ASIC goes down or something like that, and even if it's like a normal ASIC like an S19 or something like that, we can probably rack one sooner while this one's being fixed type thing. But we have someone that comes every week usually to get these things repaired up. So yeah,
right.
But that's
there you go, Mike.
Oh, why you gotta do that?
What is
Mike?
that? Is that Luigi?
Is that what the spicy sauce is? Or the...
No, it's just rigatoni meat sauce.
Maserati bolognese.
You gotta do me like that, Mike. But
whenever Mike's upset, I just go.
Yeah, he sends me pictures of rigatoni.
Not the cannoli, God.
Yeah. But Mike, I was mentioning that we're getting into ASIC sales, so it's more of like a turnkey type thing that's going to be very friendly for people. I know a lot of people now, when you buy ASICs, you have to send USDT or crypto or a wire over to Hong Kong or wherever, and it's not.
For the record, though, that's not always a bad thing. Like Charlie does that, right? And Charlie's been great. Like most of our ASIC clients outside of Michael Aiken have bought rigs from Charlie. So it's like, you know, don't be too dissuaded from that. But yeah, sorry, Mike, go ahead. I just don't want people to get afraid of having to do that, because that's how a lot of these guys, that's how they take their money.
Yeah. Well, it's like we're comfortable with it, right? You know, like I've, you know, worked with companies overseas with, you know, large sums of money and stuff like that. Like we're comfortable with it because we've done it before. But a lot of people, I feel like that's a large barrier of entry. Someone's like, oh, I can buy Magic China Box ABC. But once they get to the point where they're like, I have to wire money to Hong Kong, that's when they're like, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean?
Well,
like it's.
I'm just saying from my personal experience. So I had 2 big boy ASICs, right? This last year. One I bought privately from Panda, right? So that doesn't count. The one I bought from an actual company, it's they're actually supposed to be the distributor for Octominer, and it was, you had to wire them money, and there was a discrepancy in the transaction. It said only from business accounts, right? Well, I'm wiring from my personal account. So it took 2 days to get the email back, and the price went up like $500, right? Because of the price fluctuation on the machine. So that is another thing, is the communication between here and communicating to people in China and Hong Kong. If it takes 2 days to get a quote, that quote is already going to change. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down.
Yeah, today's pricing.
Yeah, it's
to
a
combat
bunch of
that
more shit. But
And King makes a good point. To combat that, I have a new company that I'm talking to along with Charlie, and they send me daily price sheets, and they send it to all their people, right? So right now on Telegram, they're sending it to me every day. So when we create the ASIC sales site, it's probably going to have to be manual for now until I guess we can figure out a way to API it to them when they update it. But we would probably just have to manually go in there and change the prices, you know, maybe once every few days, or if there was like a big market fluctuation, we'll go and get because sometimes the prices they stay the same. Like on this new price sheet she sent me today, the last one she sent me was like 2 days ago. The S19K actually dropped like $100. So it's like minor fluctuations here and there. Like, so like if a customer purchased an ASIC at $2,000, right? And they purchased it on our website, before the purchase is complete, right? And we have to obviously, you know, check and see what we're gonna do. If there's like a drop on our end, then I'll just, you know, adjust the price, drop it, and then, you know, everybody's still happy. You know what I mean? So.
And one thing that's kind of cool is, you know, not only will it be competitive pricing that we have with it, you're also able to, of course, toggle an option where you can sign up for a hosting contract with us, which will be at a competitive rate, and then it cuts our commission out of it. Like, we're not making any money on the sale of it, which then, you know, if you average out that savings from that commission that you get from anyone else over the half cent, maybe more that you're paying per kilowatt with us right now, it'll probably average out and be closer than you think. So we'll be working on that. That's going to be an adventure, I think. So me and Mike have been kind of working on.
We're spearheading it. It's going to happen. A lot of new things for Terra are coming in the works. I don't know what you said while I was away, but a lot of new things are coming in, and it's gonna catapult our company forward. So, God willing, you know, everything works out.
And we're getting close to accepting, you know, these AI rigs and stuff like that. And with whether you're on Vast, I see King just glaring at me.
I'm waiting for him to put his hand over his
man,
camera.
what are you talking about? I put it on Twitter today, man.
Okay, yeah, we talked about it. I'm allowed to, you know. So
I was gonna duck because I'm next to him on the camera, and I didn't want him to throw something across the stream. I was just gonna go like this.
Yeah. But I think it went pretty smooth. I mean, but of course I didn't do it. But I was there while King was doing it, so I was emotional support for a while. But we hooked up the machine, and you know, beep boop boop boop, put in the information, and then it popped up within 30 minutes.
PCI pass through is it's painful, man. It's so much easier to run bare metal, but the problem with the bare metal is that there's no back end management, right? In case, like, you know, you can't communicate with the rig anymore, right? So there's no way to remake it or anything like that. you know, because you can make a backup or whatever and then just respawn it again. So we're probably going to be putting everything on, you know, Proxmox on the back end, just to be straightforward with people. They're not getting access to that back end just because that's the management back end.
I'm sorry. I have a better picture. I have to show you guys.
All right,
I have to show you guys this.
Announcements. Okay, go fuck myself.
No,
No, King, what were you saying?
Got hawked.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hawk you, King. I wasn't even thinking.
Wow.
I was just trying to figure this out.
Unbelievable.
He doesn't mean that when he says that because he does it to me all the time. So,
all right, wait.
But
So look
you
at
say
this.
they're
Hold
not
on.
going to have access to the back end, King?
well, yeah. So you'll be able to SSH to the actual virtual instance, but you won't have control of the Proxmox because
Not
that's
the
going to be
hypervisor, right?
Yeah, that hypervisor is going to be on our back end management VLAN, which is also all of my core switches and floor switches and the router. They're all ran on that. So that's how I IPsec tunnel over there from my house. So I can give you access to that. I'm working on a way to try and do something to get access to people, but probably to start off, there won't be access to that. If you want to change your instance specifications, you'll have to submit a ticket.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, Detroit Irish, I threw your comment up there. I meant to respond to it a while ago.
Put Michael Aiken's comment up there.
Yeah. Detroit
don't
Irish,
do that.
when's the next Kansas trip? I think I'm going to be flying out there Saturday, so I'll be out there doing that. But all right.
I shared my screen. Put it up.
Here's Mr. Aiken with the late
Let us
night
know how it
jokes.
goes.
Please update us, Michael Aiken. Please open a ticket on the Terra Discord and let us know
I
how
don't drive
you're
up the
doing
dirt road. Share the screen.
Don't drive up the dirt road.
that. Oh, we're still doing this, Mike?
Oh wait, hold on. I got another one. I found another
Oh
one.
my god.
Well, I mean, they weren't great, Mike. You know what I
No,
mean?
but you hold on. There's a way to say things, right? This is called poking the bear. You're one of the leading hosting companies in the country. You don't talk like that. You don't carry yourself like that. So fuck you.
You're not going to send them rigatoni. We get it, Mike.
It's all right,
Yeah.
man.
And sustainable crypto, real quick. I looked over there. I don't know what I did, but it deleted your comments and then it said you were banned or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know what you were doing. What was sustainable crypto was just getting like all the
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I never meant to do that. I don't
Jesus. It was like unbanned him, banned. Like what the hell is going on in the chat?
Yeah,
He didn't say
I'm
anything
sorry, man.
wrong.
I don't know what
He's just clicking everywhere. I'm
I don't-
sorry. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Mike's just clicking everything. Just like
And list
deny.
goes. And
Like,
list
what the
goes. I read the entire thing. You carried yourself so patiently there. I did. And you know what? Max Voltage, I have to credit for that. Because Max was in my ear when I was responding. He goes, "Don't say that." And I'm like,
It's so funny.
just holding down the back the erase button, backspace button.
We were in a misfit chat playing games.
Oh,
And all of a
man.
sudden shit just like
I
went downhill
I came
quick.
in. Remember, I came in. I'm like, "Did you guys see
Oh
this
my
bullshit?"
God.
Like, I
Yeah.
was so
like,
pissed,
what the fuck?
motherfucker.
Yeah, Retro Mike says if you're gonna ban someone, make sure it's Ovalbore. I'll ban Ovalbore from the chat, but I'll keep him in the conversation here. But yeah, I mean it's. Oh, Chili, what's going on, Chili? Hope all is well.
Oh man, Chile. Octominer is hurting without their U.S. representative.
Yeah, they are, man. It's a shit. It's a shit show.
At that.
I've tried to. I tried to reach out to the email you told me, Chili. No bueno. No response. Nothing. So I don't know.
Boy.
Yeah, it's been kind of radio silent.
It
I
was
hope all is well. I don't know.
It was weird though because they emailed every customer, not even people who ordered E10s, and they emailed all of them saying that the E10s were getting shipped. But
The being shipped?
well, that's what they said. Oh yeah, they're being shipped. We're gonna upgrade your power supplies. We're gonna give you 2 terabyte NVMe and a $200 like voucher or whatever. I don't care about the damn. I don't care
Nice.
about any of that.
So when's
But I'm
that
just like-
happening?
But when I check my order on their website, it doesn't say ship.
No
It says
shit.
processing still.
I'm going on over a month trying to get 10 fans from them. So
Yeah, it's
Which fans?
Which fans do
The
you
ones that don't catch on fire would be fantastic.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
got fans.
Well,
Mike's
I
got
only
fans.
had the catch on fire ones, so
Oh, well, for the X12, I don't know if your replacement fans have a long enough whip for the final 5th fan, but if you have
He
fans,
won't.
I'll buy them from you, man. Sure.
yeah, no,
He can-
just
he
let
can
me
get-
know because I do have probably
extensions,
about
Mike.
50 fans.
Oh
perfect.
no, hey, I do have an idea for him that we might be able to help him with with the X12 fans. So we'll get
Oh.
back to you over Vortec.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we have.
Let me know.
Yeah,
We'll
I
help
got
you
you.
out.
We got. Yeah, I just got what King's saying. I did forget all about that.
They're probably covered in Yeti stickers. I'm fine with that as long as they work.
Yeah. So
But Crypto Craig saying Chili was the best Octo customer service. Yeah,
yeah,
it's,
100%.
Yeah, man, it's
I know.
really
I-
falling
look,
apart here. in the
Crypto
US.
Shape was good too for support and stuff. Like I would message him
Yeah.
and he'd get on Discord with you and help you out.
yeah.
Oh well, yeah, right. And Boris is gone too
Bor-
now. So
Yeah, Boris.
um,
Boris is. I like Boris, but he was kind of riding the chain a little bit with the blockchain dude, with the big cat dude in the Discord. So, he's all right though. He kept it respectful. I'll give him that.
Mike has a handwritten shit list. It's like a notebook
Yeah.
on his table.
I like Boris.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
he's
listen.
nice.
There's an old. What have I been saying on YouTube since I started? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I don't go out poking the bear and calling people, bullshit.
Yeah, but when you say stuff like that, it makes people want to poke you.
Yes.
yeah, that's right. Go ahead, because then you're just gonna feel that much stupid when
You're
you
just
when it fails.
antagonizing them. You're antagonizing them. Just say something.
Let's see.
No, I just want Chili to know how much we miss him and appreciated him.
Yeah, Chili. It's we need you back, man.
Yeah, it was good while it
But,
lasted, Chili.
come back.
It's I don't know what how they're doing it or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, I first met Chili. He introduced me to Harry and when GPURisers was doing the deal, and I mean, he was always on top of everything. You know what I mean? Always, it's I don't know how they're operating. I want to say I don't know how they're operating without Chili, but I think everyone sees how it's being operated without Chili. So,
Yeah.
Again, I hope everything is good over there, with Harry and everything like that. But
Sounds like he has some health issues, but he is recovering.
exactly, I don't know everyone's situation or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, but it's quiet. I know King's just waiting every day. He's refreshing. Where's my server case? He's the king
No,
of
I
AI,
want a
and he doesn't
damn
have a server
refund.
case yet.
I want a damn refund is what I freaking want. I don't even want the damn thing anymore.
I mean, he's
Just
not
give
the
me
only
back
one.
the flux, or you can pay me back
know?
in Bitcoin. I don't care what I
Yeah.
paid for it. Just give it back to me. I don't even want the
Yeah.
damn thing anymore.
You'll get a free thermos with it. It'll make up for the
Yeah.
delay.
Maybe get some extra fans that won't burn up.
Yeah, I mean, what can you buy an Octominer for $200? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually dropping the price on the R8s quite a lot. I'm going to have an update with that kind of soon. I'm honestly waiting for your guys' thumbnail dude to do the ad for me. So, but I guess he's moving or something. I don't know what it is, but I felt bad.
he
'cause
needs a
he's-
week in advance, so I'm
And it's weekends only now.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it really?
apologizing
Yes.
for thumbnails. I'm going back to Photoshop, and I completely forgot how to fucking use the shit. So I'm working on it again. All right, so I'm going back to Photoshop, and I'm just gonna do it my damn self. Because honestly, like when he said that, I'm like, I can do a week in advance. I like some of the stuff I do like a day or two before. You know what I mean? It's like something that just came out. I want to do a video on it. It's like you're gonna make me wait a week. Like it's gonna be. Could be irrelevant by then.
Well, from what I read from there was like it was the weekend. Like he's only going to be available on the weekend because he has larger clients from like local or something like that.
I don't know. I like
he has to
I
take
like him a lot,
priority.
man. He's a nice
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
but
Yeah, he does good
But
stuff.
it's
But,
so yeah, we have to
just-
if we want to get something out and it's not available.
I can't.
all right,
I
I'll do your
can't script
thumbnails,
out.
Dave. I'll charge you. Don't worry. I'll do them for you.
He's doing for me. I fucking suck at doing them. You should see all my other thumbnails. They look like a freaking 2-year-old did them. It's fucking horrible, dude. No wonder I didn't get any views. I wouldn't
Dave.
look at the damn thing either. But anyway,
Panda
I don't know.
said,
It
"This
is
thing,
what
I
it
need
is.
to place an order for 10 R8s. I got 5K in cash flow. Hit me up, Panda. We'll talk. I was gonna actually bug you a little bit later, but I know you've been swamped since you've been back.
He ain't busy.
Change your oil, Panda. Stop putting it off.
But no, I see Retro Mike's talking with the thumbnails and stuff. Just he do AI thumbnails. Those are fun. It's kind of cool, And
You know who does that? That actually looks good.
Who?
New England Crypto.
Oh, he does that.
Yeah, if you go to his YouTube channel, all his thumbnails are AI generated.
Oh. I think that's awesome. You know what I mean?
It's definitely gonna hurt the Photoshop, people who do Photoshop stuff. Yes, Panda. What can I help you with today? What are you tagging me for?
Just please don't put those fake YouTube watch progress bars in your video like Soat does. I don't like those.
Fake progress bars?
Yeah, if you see his thumbnail on the video, there's a fake gray and red progress bar that looks like you've already started watching the video but left it.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
go
never
look at
paid
those.
attention to that. Really?
Yep, there's fake. It drives me nuts because I
wanna
don't
see
ever
it.
Is
leave a
that
video
meant to
half-done.
is that meant to be like, oh, I did start watching this, maybe I should
Yeah.
finish it?
Yep.
Oh, I
I think that's part of the AI thing that he uses for his thumbnails, and it works, but
Can
I
you show
really
it?
don't like it.
I'm just curious. Can you show it? I want to see what it looks like.
I
Oh,
don't know how
sorry.
to share my screen. Hold on.
fake
We'll
progress
probably
bar.
wrap it up on a
You
fake
sure?
progress bar. That's a good wrap up, right, Mike?
Yep, I'm sure. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here.
Let's see. Oh, we got another guest in here.
I'm gonna be honest. I watch a very select few
What's up,
amount
Max?
of people on here. Like I watch Mondays with
Oh,
Max.
it's been a
you know what I
day.
mean? While I eat my dinner every Monday because that's
Every
what time
Monday.
Max goes on.
That's
so
it.
I
I
tried
watch
sharing
Panda.
my.
When he goes on. And then I troll him really hard, especially when he's building like servers and computers because it's fun.
Yeah.
I need 10 R8 miner cable sets, please. Ooh, look at that. He wants
Wow,
10 full sets
custom.
from you.
Done.
Shit. Dude, you better break
Done,
out the
Panda.
freaking black card, Panda. That's like going to be 100K for all those cables.
Hey, don't fucking tell him right now. Just let him
All
place
right.
the order.
So guys, see,
Let him
this
place
is
I
the
have
order.
his card. I'll just use it.
this is a
Fine.
real one. I hover, it goes away.
Let me
This
see.
one's this one's a fake one.
Okay.
I haven't watched this video from Soat, and it's got a fake progress bar there. This is a real
That
one.
red part there you're
Oh,
saying on the Ergo
shit.
Twitter is
Yep,
is
that
fake?
little red thing is fake. That's in his thumbnail.
Oh shit!
That's
I was
weird.
wondering. I'm like, I was wondering because I'm like, I ain't never watched this shit.
Exactly.
Is
Drives
that like,
me
kind of
nuts.
like a
Hold on, okay.
clickbait kind of
I
thing?
have not watched any of his shit lately.
It is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
genius, though. It
Genius.
is psychology, though.
It gets you to
because
click in. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, hey, kudos to him,
I
though.
like
You're
it.
like,
I like
oh, I
it.
was watching that shit, but wait a
Oh,
second.
hey, Dad.
Wow.
Because I've only watched like very rarely a few of his videos.
Oh, anyway, guys, I want to give you guys an update on Backwards
that-
Miner. Listen,
Holy
there's
shit,
gonna be
he
pics
is
coming
doing
soon.
that.
Watched the video already. Putting it in the thumbnail.
What was that, Dave?
There's gonna be pics coming soon for Backwards Miner about those crazy amount of cables and the splitters and everything like that I made. He's gonna be showing pics about it soon. So, like I said, I was telling everybody on the last Wired Wednesdays, and we're gonna try to get more information as the Wired Wednesdays keep on coming. Of like this crazy build that they're doing. So just stay tuned with that. It's gonna be really cool.
Nice. You think you might have those by next week?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
Is that
but
the-
we're gonna get updates though. That's what the extensions with like the quad 6 pins or 8 pins, quad 6
yeah.
pins.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then the extensions for like 10 inches, 12 inches, 20 inches on the PCIe as well as PSU connections, CPU connections.
Okay.
So
Chili just said he emailed Harry and Frida for you guys. Hopefully, I can get a reply and can relay any news to the community. That'd be great, Chili. I know a lot of people have been messaging me too about it, and so we'll wait for your update.
I just
Nice.
made a fake Red Panda Mining account on email and I just keep spamming him.
That usually works, right?
Yeah, Sunflower Mama was just followed on Twitter by the fake Hobbyist Miner.
Oh, okay.
oh wow.
There's a bunch of those.
Fake
Yeah,
Hobby
they're
Lobby. I
popular.
didn't know that.
DJ Mines
Actually,
has
you
got
know
a
what?
lot of fake ones.
There
too.
was actually a fake chump change. Actually, my buddy Chandler that played Counter Strike with us the other night, right?
Mhm.
He's I'll have to tell him to send me the messages, but he had another chump change imposter message him and try to get him to invest in crypto.
No shit.
He's just like, he was kind of talking, was like, he just, and then he just sat on it for a few days, and then he sent me a message. He's like, is this that chump change guys that you hang out with? I'm like, that's definitely not him, dude. Do not talk to that guy anymore.
I gotta say though, once you have an imposter, you know you made it in YouTube. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
I'm
never made it.
I'm waiting for that day.
Not me.
A fake veteran miner. They were like, yeah, we don't make them in the United States. We order them.
I'll be like, why does this guy enunciate better than the real veteran?
Oh,
miner?
blah, blah, blah.
22 gauge copper coated aluminum.
Yeah, copper coated aluminum wires.
Fucking CCA, dude.
Fucking great. You're like, wow, your cables cost 50 cents? This is fucking great.
Just advertise the lightweight. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
super lightweight.
It's a feature.
You don't even need connectors.
They're
Your rigs are
disposable.
gonna be so
One
sporty.
time use.
Just throw them onto the fucking GPU. They'll work.
So Max, DJ Mines asked a question earlier. If you had 26 grand and you had to put it into altcoins, what would you do with it?
Well, see, I don't know the answer to that question, but if it was 24 grand, I mean, how many different ways are we going to
He was very precise. He was very precise.
I'm just like, I don't understand. If you had a significant amount of money to invest, what would you invest in?
I know Max.
It has to be altcoins though.
Because you asked me
that's the
this
thing.
question already, but you gave it with a different total. You said 2,000.
Well, that's okay. I'm not trying to spend $26,000.
Well, no, I'm just saying. It's like I've heard this question put a number of different ways.
Just like 2,000, but
when you
13
think
times as much.
specifically crypto, not anything related to crypto, but specifically what crypto projects would you invest in? Is that the question?
Altcoins.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of dodge it. I'd probably put a
Altcoins.
little in hardware.
Crypto
too.
mining, hardware, or
Yeah.
or
Hardware
non-mining
or
coins,
It was
coins that you can't
altcoins.
mine, whatever.
That's it.
I can
Altcoins.
tell you right now. I mean, I'd be doing exactly what I'm doing now. I'd be putting it in hardware. It's worth something. You can make money on it, and the market's only going to continue to grow. Right now, so few people know about this market. Yes, have the number of people providing the service grown? Of course they have, and it's always going to be this. Here's the supply, the demand's still here. Now the demand comes to catch up with it. And it's always going to be this balancing act of, sometimes there's going to be more supply than there is demand, but eventually demand is going to catch up, making you more profitable. And then of course, when the bull market hits, that's only going to make AI that much more profitable because more hardware is going to go towards mining than it will be going towards AI. So
Yeah, I'll make it more. That's a
I
really
think
good
it's-
point, yeah.
I think it's a really good play. If I'm doing it right now, is to get into AI. But I also do it because that's what I'm going to enjoy doing as opposed to just pure investing.
So
Yeah.
So what you mean is you want to buy $26,000 of KS zeros?
No, definitely not that. So I can stress out every time I see the network hash rate go up for Caspa. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I mean, by the end of the day, I think it should bottom out at like 10 cents a day, I guess.
All right. So
Where do you get that from though? Because they're only going to come out with the next one.
miner.
I know. What I'm
it's
saying
still
is,
It'll
efficient.
become less efficient than that
Right.
one will be more efficient. So it won't bottom out. It'll right now it's going down at a very rapid rate. Eventually it's
And
going
we're
to
at
slow
$1.
down, but it's never going to stop.
yeah, it'll never stop. 10 cents, 20
So
cents.
Max
a day.
did
6 cents.
Max
5,
did learn something
4,
tonight about
3.
AI though.
You'll get
Max
at least
learned
a
something
cent.
very important about Vast tonight.
Watts.
What was very important about Vast? Oh, I did.
What we talked about
I don't
earlier.
know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh.
Did you get any of that on tape? I don't think you did.
I should have clipped it. He admitted he was wrong, and it was amazing.
What happened?
So
Enlighten me.
remember, I was talking about, and I've said this openly, that I was going to put two 3060s on Proxmox and run them separately because I thought that was more profitable. That we do have on tape somewhere on one of the Saturday Night Live, and probably even on one of my Mondays with Max.
Okay.
So I have said that openly. Well, Second TL showed me the light and showed me, because I didn't know. I know that you could set it up to rent only one GPU from a multi-GPU rig, but I thought if you rented one, the other one couldn't be rented. But you could rent, like if you have a 4 GPU rig, you could rent 4 1 GPU instances and they will split up the resources. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's the same thing in essence.
Oh, because VAST
So-
does it for you, right? Because how you set
Right.
it up is for 1 or 2. That's what I was asking the other night.
Yeah,
Because I have the dual.
I had no idea that it did that.
Yes, it's up to you how you want to set it up, right? You can say you
Right.
had 4 graphics cards. If you set the minimum to 1, technically, if each person only rented 1, then you could have 4 different instances, but they're going to share all of those resources. So think about it, if it was only an 8-core processor, right? 8 core, 16 threads, that means that everybody's only getting 2 cores and 4 threads, right? And if you only had 32 gigs of RAM, that means everybody's only getting 8. And if you only had a terabyte hard drive, everybody's only getting 250 gigs, right? So
Right.
that's how the resources would get split. So if you're gonna make a rig like that and it's gonna be big, then you need to make sure to spec out the system to where it's still competitive if people did rent it out, individually.
Yeah. So I have 2 3060 rigs I'm going to be doing, and I had one already set up. I didn't list it, or I should say I listed it for a short period of time and unlisted it when I knew I had problems. So it hasn't been listed since. So I'm going to just get rid of that one, redo the whole thing as bare metal, and do it with 2 and save myself a whole heck of a lot of headache, because I did learn something today that a lot of Xeons don't have integrated graphics, and no matter what you do with the Xeons, I don't know why, but I've seen it said in forums and such that the Xeon is always going to try to grab it, always going to try to grab that GPU.
Yeah.
One thing I'm tempted to do is test if I can still get the GPU pass through if I go into the BIOS. Of course, it's going to be a pain if I decide to do it, but go into the BIOS and set it for a PCI slot that doesn't have a GPU in it. Of course, I won't be able to get video out anymore until I do a CMOS reset, but I should, at that point, it should free it up and allow it for PCI or GPU pass through. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that. It's just too much trouble. I just want to get it up and running.
So what you want to do is that you want to do a rig with 2 3060s, if I'm correct, right, Max? But then
Yep.
you want to give them the option just to rent one of them at a time.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
I'm
once
not doing
one
that
is
because I
rented,
think- yeah.
Yeah. And once one is rented, the other one will show up as one more to rent.
By someone else or
Yeah.
Yes.
So, well, hey, actually,
Or-
do you remember where the 4070s looked? There was actually a rig. It wasn't mine, but there was a rig out of Illinois that was showing up as 2 and as 1.
Yeah.
4070s. And I didn't understand it. I'm like, why would the guy set up 2 4070 and then 1? And then all of a sudden the 1 would disappear, or it looked like the 2 GPU one disappeared. So I assumed that one had been rented and the 1 was still left. No, one of the GPUs was rented. So therefore the 2 went away because one of them was gone. And now the 1 that was left was there. Now I understand what was going on, but yeah. Anyway, so actually Second TL showed me what his rig that has 4 GPUs in it looks like when it is rented, each one individually. It's got 4 separate on-demand tasks on it. So it actually comes up as a 4 instead of your 1 GPU rig will usually only be 1.
Okay, well, that's really good to understand that. Maybe I'll change it over then, because I just didn't want somebody to rent one of them when I put all the work to set up for 2. So it was like, you rent both of them or nothing, basically. That's how I have mine set up.
So how does
But-
VAST
Right.
split CPU and memory resources with those Docker containers if it's assigning different customers and different workloads to different GPUs?
It sets it up equally. I don't know
Okay.
how it does it necessarily, but it just basically does a divide by 4. So in my
Right,
case,
if-
it'll be a divide by
If
2.
it knows that there's 2, it's just going to cut it right down the middle. If
Right.
you got
So,
3,
like-
it's going to split it into thirds.
So the way
Is that why
mine,
there's so many, I guess, single cards that all so if you have an 8-card one, you can rent an 8-card one or 8 single ones. So that's
Yeah.
why the single ones are
Well,
probably
yeah, you would have to list it as 8 individual. right? Because that way each one could individually be picked up, right? But you're going to have to make sure that the memory is going to be good enough, right? For if
Each
somebody
card.
just used the rig as an individual unit. So you're going to,
Okay, interesting.
here's a little teaser about this. Learning about how much storage this stuff takes, my 1 terabyte on my 3060 thing is like almost all the way consumed. So, and here's the thing is like I could delete the Docker images and some of the stuff, but if anybody else needs it again, it's just going to re-download it again, right? So, storage is a big deal. I would say you can probably get away with 1 terabyte per GPU, but I would think 2 terabytes.
Nah,
you'll
64 gigs.
I was gonna say, Dave, you're rolling with 64 gigs.
64 gigs day one. But this is a unique situation, and it's making the most amount of money right now. Meanwhile, I have 1 terabyte cards, and they're just making what it shows that I put on the listing.
1 terabyte cards.
I mean, 1 terabyte hard drives.
Oh, SSD.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, where are you getting a terabyte card from? Holla at me. I want to know.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed
100
on both of my
those are
rigs,
better
the
reminder cables
storage
that
is
make it
about
1
a terabyte
terabyte,
that they take.
It's my
So,
cables that make it a terabyte.
There are
But I don't
Radio
know.
Pro cards, so you can do that with.
Let's see, and they pay for storage too. So
Yeah.
Now, you can go in
Weird.
and, like I said, trim those images, right? Because there's a command that you can run to see what image they're using and how many images are there, right? And then you can trim them off.
Interesting.
But like I said, if that guy leaves and another guy comes on, he's just gonna download all the ones that he's just gonna do his stuff. So it's like I would say it'd just be a safer bet just to have 2 terabytes, and you'll probably never have to worry about it again. You know what I mean? 2 terabytes per GPU.
My question would be
GPU,
is that let's say you're divvying up you're gonna have dual CPUs, okay? If you're gonna have at least 4 cards, you're gonna have 2 CPUs. So you're telling me that it's gonna take if one card is rented, is it gonna take 1 CPU usage for the beginning and then basically half that up and to start having to the 4th card? Like how the hell is that gonna how is it gonna split the CPU usage if it needs a CPU?
If you rent the one, like say let's just say you have 4.
You have 4,
Okay.
right? And you have
So
2 CPUs.
If it rents 1, let's say both of those CPUs are say 8 cores, just for sake of argument. So the first one gets rented. Well, guess what? He's only getting 4 cores. He's getting 4 out of the total 16 cores. And if it's 64 gig, he's only getting 16 gig. He's getting 1/4 of it. So it's automatically divvied
It'll
up.
automatically split it up from day one if you set it up
Correct.
through
It's
VAST.
not like,
Okay.
oh, you're the first one and we're not using it for anything else. Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. We're just going to give you everything. Oh, but wait, somebody else wants to rent. Now we're going to take it away. No, we can't do that.
So it limits the resources from the beginning then.
Right.
Okay.
But it'll show that on the listing.
Like what the resources that you're going to get. So you need to be mindful now. The amount of RAM that you put in there, you have to divvy that up and make it make sense for the 2 cards as well.
Yeah. So this 4 terabytes are still not the sweet spot. 2 terabytes are the sweet spot.
2 terabytes, I think, is a sweet spot as well.
Yeah, because you get
For the
that's when you
dollar.
get the lowest cost per terabyte.
How much is an 8 terabyte this thing if you had 4 GPUs on there?
I get. King, when you said 2 terabytes per GPU, is that just for single card ones for single instances, or do you mean
If they're gonna be ran that way and they're gonna get singly picked up, because you have to assume
Right.
that's what's gonna happen, right?
yeah?
So if you had 4 and they're gonna get singly picked up, I would say 2 terabytes, because I have a terabyte on there that's like down to like 200. So it's just dwindling down every day. So
Yeah. There was one I saw for 8 terabytes, but it was like $700.
well, I mean, you could also you could do an LVM. And
LVM.
you could do 2 4 terabyte drives.
Or
Yeah.
can you do 4 2 terabyte drives?
Yeah, you'd have to set it up as an LVM though.
Yeah.
All right, I got a question for everybody. There's somebody wants to sell me 83070s, 53080s, 23090s, 6 power supplies, 2 i5 7400s, which don't really mean anything, 2 Asus B250 19 slot motherboards. He wants 4,500 for the whole thing.
Oh,
No.
forget the power supplies. Forget the other stuff. What were the cards again? 830,
830 70s, 530 80s, 230 90s. And I'm just going to pick up 10 30 90s tomorrow, because it looks like I think his Overvortex friend wants to split them with me. So that guy wants 10 30 90 Founders Editions, 450 each, and he wants $4,500, and I think he's gonna split it with me. So I think I'm gonna go do that and go pick up 5 for myself. And he's got more cards, so once I get a different list, these are 2 separate people. So if anybody's interested, cards are for sale. The 830 70s, he wants to sell the whole thing. So I don't know what it comes out to. I'd have to do some math here, but just message me about it. Anyway,
It's okay.
Do
I
it.
mean,
If
it's not
Overvortex said it's
terrible.
okay, fucking just do it. I know how he gets
even if you go to $200 on the
Yeah, right now.
3070s, it's 1,600.
It depends on the model and everything, but yeah, if they're all working, it's reasonable. What
Yeah.
power supplies? I mean, if they're like titanium EVGAs, it's a no-brainer. But if they're like
Fuck.
silver HP server power supplies, then I don't know. But
Yeah.
BT50 experts with CPU and RAM, those are still worth $80-90 easy each.
Yeah, I'm
So
debating.
he
I'm
was saying
definitely gonna pick up.
4,500.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick
I
up
don't know.
the.
I would go close. I would probably, if I was going to do it, I'd probably do it for closer to 4, in my opinion.
I could probably offer him 4. He'll probably take it.
2,500.
Because what I did was I said basically, okay, if I'm going to do something like this, 350 for the 3080s, 450 for the 3090s, and 175 for the 3070s.
Depending what 3070s there are.
Well,
Some of
yeah,
these are-
of course. Assuming
some
they're
of
not
these are-
Vortex.
Barely used and brand new, so I gotta talk to him.
As they all say.
Well, no, I know this. I know I
I'm
bought
just
from this
kidding.
dude before.
Wait a second.
Is that
Is
a
it that
Bucky's
guy?
t-shirt?
You know it is. Half my wardrobe is Bucky's merch.
Oh my
Every
god.
time I go to Texas, I grab a whole bunch.
King,
I'll
that thing
put on the
looked a little
hallway
dirty.
My
soon.
gas station.
What?
That thing looked a little dirty. Was that in your garage?
It's been sitting in the garage for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Never been cleaned.
Nice.
I have.
I mean,
one of
okay,
those.
you
I
want to
want
see
to
the
do that.
inside? I haven't pulled it out yet all the way, but here's the
Oh,
inside.
Jesus. Oh, my
Are you taking it apart?
God.
Never been blown out. Just say, I just ride her till she dies.
Did it
I
die?
should, I should put mine back on.
No, I just want to see what's inside of this thing.
Oh.
Cryptocurrency.
So
Well, all right, guys. We've been going for about 2 hours, so I think
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap it up. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Overvortex, Max, King, and Hawk for joining us, and Baby Hawk as well.
Yep. Thanks for letting me
always good to
stream,
see.
Bob.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so this week actually we were going to have the Flux team on to show some proof of useful work stuff, but Jeff Key's been backlogged. He just got home not too long ago, so we're going to be bugging him all week. So hopefully next week we have something with that, which is going to be fun. So everyone here, anyone watching, if you want to jump in as well, do a viewer call in. We can all ask questions, or if you just want to ask questions in the chat, that's cool too. But
Yeah.
but yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. So I may be in Kansas still, I don't know, but we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
That's okay. I'm
Have a
hosting.
great night, guys.
You be good.
All right, bye.
Later.
Bye.